Hey friends, welcome back. This is episode 91, and we are here in Cannerock for a brief pit stop. I went back to Gossamer's End and put a bunch of our stuff in the chest, and then also sold some of the stuff we didn't need, and we are down to an inventory limit of 38. I also sold most of our potions because it was kind of a pain to remember to use them all. And I decided what I'm going to do, because it seems to be each stack of potions, whether it has 1 or 10 or anywhere in between, counts as one item per your inventory limit. So I decide I'm going to do um, uh, up to 10 Master Health Regen potions, Greater Health Regen, Minor Health Regen, and then same for mana, Minor, Greater, Master. Maybe at some point if I get really rich I'll craft all Master of both later in the game, but that should be fine for now. And then we'll keep a few of these on hand just in case I get really low, but I'm going to try not to use them too much because at this point we already have a lot of stuff helping us out, and I don't have to carry any more healing potions than I absolutely need to. I'll also keep these phase walk ones at least for a bit, because it could be fun to try them out and turn invisible. And I have upgraded all of those, or rather put all of those on our tactical wheel here. For whatever reason I don't have any minor health regen potions. I don't think I have the mats to make them. I didn't actually check, but I'll worry about that some other time. Later in the game I do want to look at like maybe making some plus fire damage potions just to be even more insanely powerful as a fire mage. But we'll get to that at some point. And I do think having a lot less armor when I'm in like mage gear will be a good balance. We'll kind of be glass cannons. We'll be able to do a lot of DPS and also, but also not take too much DPS. Okay, so we are on the main mage quest, the Scalia Arcana or Scolia Arcana quest, and we are heading to the cave of Shardfall. Hopefully I didn't get rid of the amulet that we need for that. But I guess we'll find out. And yeah, we'll see what is going on there that has this guy so concerned. I was hoping to have time to play a few episodes tonight, but between doing chores and I did a Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds episode, between those it kind of got away from me. But we'll at least do one fun episode today. I like that Shardfall is kind of hidden pretty well, so you're not likely to stumble upon it by accident unless you're like really exploring the Cradle of Summer. Alright, here we go. Hopefully it's not too chilly. Okay, it's a little bit frosty, and there's that magical barrier he spoke of. And we can go through. Seems there's a jumping off point up there as well, which is always appreciated. Also seems like it might be a very pretty cave. Will have actually helped us at some point, but let's go solo for a little bit longer. Oh, a sprite, okay. Now these are probably ice sprites. So if I can get a second off here. I could do some damage. So I think armor doesn't resist magical damage, or ranged even necessarily. I'm not sure about ranged. I think it's mainly just melee though. Ooh, there's a big crit. But it does seem like, just with their like damage resistance, that these guys aren't really able to hurt us. So I think what I'm going to do, as I probably said last time, is go through this quest, and then if it seems easy, which it probably will. Thought that was a pile of crates. Then we'll switch it to very hard after this. I can still get staggered. And a wolf backing them up. Because I don't mind so much like doing a ton of damage. That's kind of fun, but like if they also can't hurt me and I could just like stand there and face tank it all. Oh, that's a trap. I'm always like, what are those things? And they're always traps. But yeah, if I can just stand there and face tank it, then for me that takes away some of the fun of the game. If I see another trap right there, I'll try to avoid that. We are facing wolves, which are notoriously annoying at interrupting you. It seems like at this point we have tons of mana too, or we could never really lose. I guess maybe what I'll do too, I'm a little worried that even, oh, there's the shards that gave the cave its name. That even very hard difficulty could be a little bit too easy, which I've heard complaints about online before. Especially if, like the highlight there, it helps. If when we go full mage, we get even more powerful. But I'm wondering if maybe I'll like try to be as powerful as I can, and then if it's still too easy, I'll like make a second set of gear or a second set of robes, and it'll just be like base stats only, or maybe like plus fire damage, but not an insane amount, and not like a ton of health and armor. I'll play with it and see what feels like a good balance, because I do want the game to be fun. Sprites are fun. Yeah, I'm guessing you really can't use ice against. Well, those guys you probably can. They don't seem to be ice sprites. Maybe they are, but they're just not called that. Yeah, that guy didn't seem to do any damage too. I did a little bit. So they have pretty good frost resistance, but not perfectly. Yeah, at this point I really don't have to even try. They just kind of can't do enough damage to me. In fact, maybe we won't even wait for the end of the cave. Let's go ahead and set the game to very hard difficulty. I think it's time. Gameplay difficulty. Wish there was one beyond very hard, but there's not. Just casual. And I think even very hard was only added in the remastered edition to kind of help with that issue. But I could be wrong. Oh. Tricky. And yeah, it's really nice having crafted gear because I don't have to worry about what to keep, what to sell. I just know that if it's not gear I made, I can sell it. I did keep the legendaries of some of the other weapons too, like the great sword and the long sword and the fey blades. So we can use those from time to time for fun. I'll craft my own eventually. Alright, a mountain troll for our first very hard battle. They can still hurt us. He doesn't seem to take too much damage, although he is sundered now. It does seem still a little bit overpowered. Well, maybe more than a little bit overpowered. But I don't know if I want to like undo everything we just worked on, so I think I'll probably just wait for the enemies to catch up in level. And hopefully that'll balance things out a bit. But as always, we'll see. If it gets to be too laughably easy, I'll find a way to adjust. And it looks like there's a cave within a cave. Ooh, good dodge, Wolf. Good dodge. Open hidden door. Oh, so you're supposed to find this hidden door, because otherwise you just end up back where you started. Interesting that our quest is taking us there, though. Oh, that's not the jump-off point. That's the jump-off point. So is this like a detect hidden thing, then? Had there been more of these that we haven't found because our detect hidden was like a 4, not a 5 before? Interesting and very cool. I like this. I always think it was part of the quest, but it might be more of a treasure. Ooh, crude prismatic chakrams. They're only whites, but I wonder if they can still give you a Prismeer core. Could be useful to have a second one of those, because I assume you can also salvage the gear you just made. But it'd be nice to have a clean start when we do our mage gear. Armor of Wizardry. I'm just curious what that does. Oh, it's finesse. Interesting. Would have thought it would be a mage armor or sorcerer armor. Give them the name. And who is this guy? Huh. I really thought there would be something better on him. So is this just like a cave with like some randomly generated loot? Is that the only prize here? I guess so. I would have thought there'd be like a chest with like a legendary weapon that's pre-programmed to be there or something really cool, but I guess not. Alright, well, cool little detour, but let's get to the main part of the quest now. We'll have to keep our eyes out for more hidden doors in the future. So now we go this way. I see the trap. Could disarm it, but I don't see much of a reason to. Some more yummy shards. And who is this guy? Oh, this is his apprentice, Donald Cuddy. That's right. Forgot about him. So he found a lot of shards, but looks like he didn't quite make it. Sprites are resistant to magic, I think, but not the element that's like the opposite of theirs, unless I guess it's a storm sprite. And I'm not sure. But it's cool that like fire does a lot of damage to frost sprites and vice versa. Alright, so I guess that was probably it then. We found his apprentice, but was it just sprites that got him? Yep, I haven't discerned the cause of the intense cold within the cave of Shardfall, but I have found proof of Donald Cuddy's demise. Perhaps I should give Cuddy's ring to Anchor Idmir. Alright, well. Oh. Who is this? Is this him?
I wondered when you would find me. Almost enough to make you believe in fate, isn't it? The woman I wore last time we danced wasn't as strong as this one. Perhaps I flatter myself to think I might offer a better challenge now.
So I don't know who this guy is, but clearly it's the same sources possessing him. What are you doing here?
Sideus, the Crystal Weir. That is what this place was called once. Much more appropriate a name than Shardfall, don't you think?
It does sound cooler, I'll give her that.
My people have lost their appreciation for language, it seems. So much has changed since I last walked the world.
Interesting.
That was long ago, when I learned the only answers worth seeking lie in death, mortal. Death, and death alone.
There's no need for bloodshed.
Oh, how delightful you are. Such youth, such naivete. I could just devour you. Like I did that poor gem cutter I found in here. One day, perhaps I'll do just that. For now, though, I must conclude our dialogue. My time is wearing thin, and I tire of your prattle.
Well, excuse me.
This body has served its purpose. Let's see if you've learned any new tricks since our last meeting. Don't disappoint me.
We learned a few new tricks, and we also have much better gear. Looks like the sprites are working for her. More sprites by the look of it. Yeah, I think even on very hard difficulty, this is going to be a little bit of a breeze, so I might stick with it a while to see if things really change, but if they don't as we level up, then, oh, that's cool. I might have to, like, I don't know, figure out something. Froststone, what is this? Intricate crystalline structures spin fractals of ice deeply into the core of this frosty orb. Is this the cause of the cold here? Very curious. Okay, so we examined the corpse. I assume we were supposed to find the Frostfall. Yeah, or the Froststone. I should deliver it to Savant Engar in Rathir. Alright, back to Rathir we go then. What was that? Oh, just the Scarab Salts. Anything in here? Nope. I'll probably see if there's anything else to do before we head back. Another skeleton of some poor traveler. Or I guess I should say adventurer. Travelers are a specific lot. Alright, down we go. I think there were a few other quests we had outside before we go back to Rathir. Like that Lyria quest, we had to find the...
If you learn what happened to my assistant, please let me know.
I did. Donald Cuddy was killed.
Yeah, that's his ring all right. What a shame. He had real talent and a promising future. Here, take these. I made them for Donald. To help him in his pursuits of sage crafting. But perhaps you can put them to good use.
Gem cutting hand wraps. Interesting. So he's got lots of gems. Let's sell. I want to keep the Prismere one. I wish there's a way to favorite it. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to start deconstructing gear from now on because we might need the components eventually. So yeah, I'll do that. And we still have plenty of blacksmithing skill. I'm not going to respec for a while, so...
Later then.
Might as well use it. Later then indeed. Alright, so what should we do for our next quest? I think we had a few that were over... Let's just head over to this region. And then we'll see what's on the map, and I'll also check our quest log. Yeah, so I see a good amount of quests around here. So there's Catching the Thief, which we're not going to do yet. There's the Bogart one. What is in Gloam Thicket, I wonder? Oh, the Rathir Bridge we have to do. That should be easy. Oh, so we gathered the items. Okay, so we can go back to Darafil again. And then... Oh, kill the Priestess. Okay, let's do that one. So, have we been to Gloam Thicket? We have not. Alright, well actually let's go to Dareful's house, and then we'll kind of run north from there, because we don't really have any fast travel points that are close by anyway. Might as well pay our benefactor a visit. See what his next quest is.
Ah, you have returned. Then your seventh labor awaits. Together, the items you collected comprise the Amrinthian Band, the crown of Kandrian kings. Your seventh labor is to reconstruct this crown.
How do I reconstruct the band?
There is only one place where the Amrinthian Band may be reconstructed. On a rock. Find a Fey sagecrafter named Hendy and tell her I sent you. She will assist you in restoring the Amrinthian Band.
If this quest is not called Getting the Band Back Together, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Until later, then.
Well, I guess it's all just Darethil's labors. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well... we will do that perhaps next episode. Maybe I'll make that the episode title if I don't forget. Or of the one we actually do. Put it back together. That will wait for another day. As powerful as I am, I still can't jump. For today, we are going to head north and kill a Banshee. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a backup plan. Maybe I'll just like salvage things until I get enough to build another set of armor. And I could make like, maybe I'll keep the weapons as powerful as they are, but get rid of anything that like increases our damage or our health and all. Oh, there's one of these guys. Let's see how tough he is. Still pretty tough, honestly. And he's got some shock damage. And I think, I mean, the health regen is nice just because I don't have to worry about like constantly topping my health off. Maybe I'll just do like 1 per second, or even just 2 instead of 4 would probably be okay if I didn't have so much health in the first place. Oh, now there's 2 of them. Okay, this may be a little bit tough actually. Yeah, we're losing health faster than we're gaining it, so okay, let's get Axie back out here. And do some dodging. Alright, I'm glad that some of this is still a challenge. Gives me hope that if these guys are, some of the boss fights might be too. In fact, I think we're going to need to use one of our potions. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so that's good news. Maybe we won't have to redo our armor. I'll just have to aggro a bunch of hidden shamans and war priests. What else I can do, though? This has some chance of a health steal. There we go. As does Axie. So I wonder if maybe the health steal in here is a little bit too powerful. Ooh. Ah, that was clever. He hid behind the other guy. Now it aimed at the wrong dude. Oh, Axie's down again. Yeah, I guess even though we level up a lot, he did not, so with it being on very hard difficulty, he's going to go down a little bit easier than he did prior to that. Still, I'm glad we had a tough fight. That makes me more optimistic, because I was worried that this game would just become too easy. So here's hoping some of the actual like bosses in the quest lines are that hard. Because I would be happy with that level of difficulty. That seemed good. There's something over here. What is this quest here? Maybe it's something we can do quickly. It is Lapidus Root. Oh yeah, I remember that she needed it to heal somebody or something. So that wasn't too difficult then. And then where's this cave? Here it is, also fairly well hidden. Wonder if this is a Fey dungeon. Yep, it seems to be. Dungeons are a little bit repetitive, but I do like that there's at least different types. It makes things a little bit more interesting. These guys are being very silly and attacking one at a time. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do besides the missing part. And some more shards. Just when we thought we were done with Shardfall. My guess is that at this point we have enough shards to like last us the rest of the game, but we can always sell them if we don't need them. I wonder if it makes more sense to like craft them into better quality shards and then sell them. I would think so. Like I would think a pristine shard would be worth more than twice as much as a Lambent shard. Unless you can buy and sell things for the same amount, in which case it might be that might make it a bit of an exploit where you can just like buy things, combine them, and sell them for a profit. Love that attack. Shotguns are definitely my favorite weapon. They're cool. just very fun to use. They look cool. It's like frisbees of death. What's not to love? Maybe if I don't forget, after this cave, we'll switch up to like Great Hammer and Fey Blades or something a little bit different. Just to keep things a little bit mixed up. I'll mainly use Longsword and the Chakrams in this build. Did I say Fey Blades? I meant to say Chakrams before. I think I said Chakrams. But good to mix it up from time to time. I guess these Murgons serve the Banshee. Yeah, overall I feel like the damage I do is okay. It's more just like the damage they do is maybe a little bit underwhelming. The series of attacks definitely hurt me a decent bit, but I feel like for how bad I got hit there and how much I got staggered, I should have been punished for that a little bit more. Alright, grab some more rocks. And then hopefully not too much further to this Banshee. Just thinking we haven't seen a chest in a while. Easy, they say. And they're right. Some Sylvanite Chakrams. Not as good as our Prismeer ones, though. I see one of those plants over there, and oh, I wonder if this is her. Alright, let's bring out Axie to join the fun here. Oh, interesting. Is that a Banshee? I thought that was... Huh. I'm confused. I was thinking of like the other thing. Yeah, it is, or Banshee, okay. Getting my beast confused. Don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. Oh, a bunch of lightning spells. That's kind of cool. Definitely a tougher fight, but I do feel like if we're getting hit by those kind of things, oh, and she's summoning more, okay. I should be taking more damage. Have to get actually some more upgrades soon. Although, I don't know, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. I think I really just need to learn to block those. Did I get Axie out? Oh. Let's try hiding this rock. Let's get the Fey Blades out. I did get him out, nice. And then there's lots of opponents. I guess the more you interrupt, the less damage it does. Try to get some health back with the Fey Blades. It's not really working though. There we go. Alright, now she's dead. The crew should follow soon. Good job, Axie. Show him who's boss. Alright, that was a tough fight. Like, I like that. I did make some mistakes, but yeah, I was punished for it, so that's how it should be. So maybe I'm kind of going back and forth all night, but as long as like the fights continue to be that hard, at least the boss fights, I don't mind mowing down trash fast. It's it's trash, like trash mobs. And as long as the boss fights are that hard, or they'll probably get a little bit harder too, I would imagine, as some of the enemy levels in gear and whatever catches up to mine. So I think I'm okay with that, at least for now. Another dispel chest. And I do promise I will not spend the rest of the game talking about difficulty setting, because I'm sure that gets tedious after a while, but just what's on my mind at the moment. Alright, and I guess this cave we have to go back and backtrack, so I won't make you guys sit through that. This feels like a good place to end the episode. The Banshee is clear. We can return with good news. I do see one more chest here, maybe? No, we already opened that one. Okay. Did we open this one? That's not a chest. Alright. Well, we'll get some leechwood bark. But alright, it is late. I need to sleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.